Hey, Michael Jordan once said, talent wins the game, but teamwork and intelligence wins the championships. We can take it from one of the world's greatest basketball players that teamwork is so critical to anyone's success. Earlier in our sessions, we talked about the Lone Ranger and how he, out there by himself doing all this stuff, and how John Wayne and these guys just like took a beating and came back and did all this great stuff. But that's not the reality. That's not what really happens in life. And I found that in my journey to health, it's been absolutely critical to have people on my team that can help me in all different areas of my life. I started a business, a construction business, in my mid-20s, and I started off with some great aspirations. It was going to be really super successful, and I had all these fabulous plans about turning into this great organization, and it's just going to be incredible. But one thing that I didn't do was I didn't take consultation, and I didn't bring people into my sphere of influence who could help me with that dream. And that business did okay. I mean, it was okay. There were some good things that happened there, but it never was really what I wanted it to be. And fast forward quite a few years, in my late 40s, my son and I started up another business. And in this business, we took a lot. First of all, we had each other, and then we also brought in a lot of people who helped us with, in all different areas of our business. And it is such a dramatic difference in being pleasurable, having an enjoyable business, making more money and being profitable, being able to take time off, all these different things. It's just having a team of people made all the difference in the world in that business. And I'm here to tell you that the same thing happened to me in my journey to good success. And it wasn't until I brought people into my life and brought on board with me that I had some good success in taking steps towards good health. In every area, I had people helping me. And so I want to encourage you in that. And today in this session, I want to talk about some ideas that you can take, and maybe some roles. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of people that you could add to your team, but you maybe select some of the ones that you think would be really good for you, but don't try this thing alone. You need a coach, you need a doctor, you need a nutritionist, you need a spiritual advisor, you need all kinds of people around you that can help you understand, process these things, and get you going in the right direction. So let's just go into. I'm going to list 8 different people that were key, types of people that were key to me being successful in taking steps towards good health. And the first one, it's really not a person, it's a group, but I call it a mastermind group. And I was able to get a group of people around me initially that were also interested in getting their bodies healthy, and getting their soul, spirit life healthy, and getting their nutrition dialed in, getting their fitness, all these things. And I was able to get a group of people, and it was almost like a little bit of a support group. And so I would encourage you to reach out to people around you. And when you're doing this, try and find people that are maybe a little behind you in this area, that are even with you, and get people who are a few steps ahead of you that can help you take steps towards good health and get going in this process. So that's the first one. Get a mastermind group of like-minded people who want to move their health life forward. And and you could include me in that. I could be your health coach. I could do that. I could get subscribed, get engaged with my stuff. I could help you with that. So make sure you have a mastermind group. I think another person that was critical in my life, or type of person, was a nutritionist. And what I did was, I didn't actually go out and find a person who was certified as a nutritionist. I found a person that kind of lined up with my values and that I thought made sense about his views on nutrition, and who had some really good programs for me to get involved with. And the guy that I got involved with to help me with my nutrition was a guy named Dr. Furman, Fuhrman, Dr. Furman. And he's a real energetic guy that has some really great ideas on what types of food to eat and what to stay away from and how nutrition works. But he also has a nutrition course that you can go through that's very intense, and it gets into a lot of health and nutrition stuff. And I took that. I'm a certified nutritarian, he calls it. So, but it really helped me in understanding what happens when you put food in your mouth and it goes through the digestive tract and goes out in your body, and how certain foods help you and certain foods don't help you. And so I would really encourage you to check into that. There's simpler way if you don't want to get into all of that. You can just find a nutritionist and say, here's what I want, here's where I'm at, here's what I want to do, and they'll help you. You just find a nutritionist in any area of the country. So a mastermind and nutritionist, first two things. The next thing that I found that was really critical for me is a fitness coach or a fitness trainer. And again, being the type A guy that I am, instead of actually going out and hiring, I did get a fitness trainer, and we went through quite a few sessions together. But what I ultimately did was I went and got certified as a fitness trainer through an organization called NASM, NASM, National, I can't remember the initials, but I got a certification. So I'm a certified fitness trainer. And just by going through that course, it gave me an incredible amount of information about how to build fitness and how to build endurance and how to do it in a way that makes your body, it works with your body instead of like slamming your body and making it into like a once and done thing. You can keep on going with this thing and stay healthy, be healthy and stay healthy in a physical way. So I would encourage you to check into that. Find a fitness trainer at a local gym. If you want to, get certified as a fitness trainer. It's an incredible journey of gain a lot of knowledge and information about how that works and how you can get healthy in that way. So that's the third one. The fourth one is a spiritual advisor. And for me, this was just critical. And the person that I worked with on this was my pastor of my local church. And I pretty much met with him every week and just went through things that I was going through. He helped me, process things and get into the down and dirty stuff that happens in that area of your life. And he was really a loving, oriented, grace-oriented type person. He wasn't a guy that clobbered you too much, although he had a pretty big hammer if he needed it. So anyway, so Mastermind group, a nutritionist, a fitness trainer, a spiritual advisor, another person that everyone should go to the doctor and get a physical every year or every couple years, depending on your age. And get a guy that knows you, or a person that knows you, and you can go back to him every year and compare results, figure out where you're going, figure out what you're doing, and they can really head things off in your life and make it more successful, more productive. And so I'd encourage you to get a doctor. Another person, I don't know if this is for everybody, but it works like spectacularly for me, is I have this guy that is my massage therapist, and he's a deep tissue massage therapist, but he's also been in the business for probably, I'm guessing 30 or 40 years. He's a 60-year-old guy, something like that, and he's been in massage all his life, and he's got so much experience. And I'm telling you, when I have some fatigue building up and I can't get over some stuff like in a physical sense, I go to this guy. Like for example, one time I was out riding my bike and I hit the gravel. I was on a paved road. I hit the gravel, endoed the thing, landed on, braced myself on my arm, landed, wiped my shoulder out, and I hurt it pretty bad, and I did go to the doctor, had it checked out, but he said it's a matter of healing and taking. So anyway, I just did that, but I got to the point where like my healing kind of stopped. It seemed like, and so this was probably about like 2 months after the accident. I finally went to this massage therapist and I said, "Hey, here's what's going on." And it seems like I'm not getting in mobility back, and at that point I could only lift my arm to right here, and I had intense pain. It was in this shoulder, not this one, but I had really intense pain over here, and I could not lift my arm up over this, like it was this high, and that was it. And so I went to this guy and I said, here's what's going on. And this was the most exaggerated time or extreme time. I'm not exaggerating, but the most extreme production that I had from this guy. But he just did his thing, and he kind of really focused on my shoulders. And he found out that I was like out of balance. This was all knotted up, and this one was overworking. And he would just did some minor tweaking, or not minor tweaking. It's pretty intense stuff with this guy. But when I was through with that session, I literally I had full range. It was like I could not believe what happened there. And he helps me with a lot of different issues, but that was the most extreme time that I had with him, and it works. When I go to him, it works. And so explore that, massage therapist. Another person that you might want to check in with is a physical therapist. And these guys just know mechanically how things work in your body. And when I refer to that, I'm mostly talking about in relation to getting your exercise program going. And it may be that a physical therapist might be more appropriate for somebody if you want to do more extreme type stuff, that you just want to go and have him check you out once in a while and just see how you're doing, see how your flexibility is. They can do a lot of amazing things. And then the last person that I get a lot of benefit from is a chiropractor. I go there frequent I have a guy that I go to, knows his stuff. He adjusts your spine, but he also does extremities. And I went last year in 2021, my youngest son is an extreme backcountry skier, and it's just crazy. That just freaks me out just thinking about what he does. But anyway, he said, "Dad," this was probably like in probably about March of 2021 or maybe February, and he said, we have this ski lift area called Bridger Bowl. And so they have this place right on the top of the ridge of the mountains. It's called the Ridge. And I've never been up there. I'm not really that much into skiing. And he said, "Dad, I know, let's just come up there with me." So we got these backcountry skis, and there's a lot of stuff that you have to do in order to do this. But so we hiked up this really extreme, the ski run wasn't running at that time, so we had to, we hiked the whole way, and you have to do this cross, I don't know, it's just like intense, and all the way up there I was thinking, man, we're getting up really high, and man, this is like not, I probably should just stop here, ski down, let him go to the top. But he goes, Dad, there's a really easy way down. So I just kept going. And we got up to the top. It was beautiful. It was fun. Everything was good. And then, so he said, come, let's go over this way. And there's an easy way right over here. So we went down, and my first turn is like this deep. We had this deep, like probably 16 inches of pretty wet snow. And my first turn, I heard this snap in my knee, and I went tumble down there. And I thought, oh man, this is not going to be good. And so I gimped back out of there, and it smashed my whole summer of training. But anyway, so my point is, my body healed up pretty good, and I was doing in like January of 2022, just recently. I thought, man, my knee is just like 90%, but seems like there's not something quite right there. So I went to my chiropractor, and I probably should go to my massage therapist now that I think about it. But anyway, I went to my massage therapist, and I said, here's what happened. And it was about 10 months ago or 11 months ago or whatever. And he said, okay, let me take a look at it. And he just did his normal adjustments, and then he did my knee, and now my knee is like 100%. And so just these people are incredible that can help you, and that can make you a better person, and that can make you do more faster if you want. Now, in saying that, just remember my baby steps thing. We don't want to go too fast. So just remember these things. This is what you got to do. Don't try and do this by yourself. Don't try and do this by yourself. Don't try to do this by yourself. Get a hold of me. Get engaged with my stuff. I've been there. I've done that and have some great results. Get a mastermind going. Get a group of people around you who are heading in that same direction. Get a nutritionist. Get a fitness trainer. Get a spiritual advisor. Get a doctor. Get a massage therapist. Get a physical therapist. Get a chiropractor. And by adding these people to your repertoire of skills and abilities, it's going to take you a long way, and you'll go much safer, much quicker in the long run. Even though it seems like they might be holding you back a little bit, there's a reason for that. And so get involved with building a team to help you get healthy. And you, my friend, start taking good steps towards good health. Get yourself a team, and you can be healthy just like I did.